Hey gamers, this is Ed Park aka Taugrim. You're watching my guide on angling for World of Tanks. This is a very important concept to master. A lot of times when two players are fighting, they'll just face up to each other and start shooting, and the issue with this is that this provides your opponent with a maximum impact angle. The shell hits your armor perpendicularly, and this reduces the amount of armor that it has to go through. It's generally not advised unless you've got thick frontal armor. The better thing to do, as shown in this diagram, is to angle your tank about 20 or 30 degrees to the left or right. And what this does, it gives an incoming shell a chance to ricochet or deflect off your armor. And if it doesn't ricochet, it makes your armor thicker since the shell is not hitting you flush. So I'll show this. This is my Matilda fighting two enemy Matildas. And you can see in the diagram in the bottom left, you can see the heads-up display. My tank is angled slightly to the right, and only one of two of my opponent's shells land, but all three of mine land. So I outdamage him 3 times to 1, and then his opponent, or sorry, this other opponent was trying to flank me. Actually took too long, and what happens in a moment here, I'm going to catch him in a really tough situation. His side is going to be perpendicular to me, which maximizes my impact angle, and right here my tank hull is angled to the left, so his first 2 shots don't even penetrate my armor, whereas all 6 of my shots land flush. Now right here I'm not angled enough. I should have, kept more of a side, like I said, turned the side 20 or 30 degrees or so, but regardless, I bagel that guy. I land 6 clean shots and take him from 100 to 0. Now this can be applied to peekabooing. So peekaboo is the concept of coming in and out from behind cover, shooting your enemy, and then retreating back behind cover while your gun reloads. Now the issue with this is that when you come out from behind cover, you're providing a maximum impact angle on your side armor, which tends to be thinner than your frontal armor. So what you can do is combine peekaboo with angling, so you come out at an angle, you have a chance to deflect or ricochet the incoming round, or if the shell hits, you're increasing the amount of the armor that the shell has to penetrate to do any damage. So it seems counterintuitive because you're making your silhouette a little wider, but it actually works. Now granted, if your armor is paper thin, it's not going to help. You're still probably going to get shelled. Right here you can see that first round came in from another tier 4 opponent that's an MA A1 tank destroyer. I play one of those and it can penetrate this Matilda, but you can see the first shot didn't even penetrate because I was angled properly, and then I'm able to land a series of consecutive shells on him and then burn him down. Here's another example. This is a tier 5 tank, so 1 tier up, a KV-1, and I go ahead and peekaboo behind the building when he fires. You can see it hit the corner of the building, and then here, because he's at low health and I'm angled, I just go ahead and stay out there and actually deflect around, and then I finish him off. Now granted, if you look at my heads-up display, I should be angled more to the right than I am, but the bottom line is his round didn't land. That's the important thing. Here's another same tier example, tier 4 against my tier 4. This is a Hetzer, a very good tank destroyer, and you can see I took the time to set myself up properly, and I'm hitting him flush. As a Hetzer, he has no choice but to face me, but since I have a turret, I can angle my tank, and I end up taking him down from 100% to 0 and only lose a little bit of health in the process. So this is a really important concept to master. Hopefully this footage is helpful. Let me know what your questions or feedback are, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'll have more World of Tanks videos coming out. I've been having a lot of fun on my Matilda, and I'm working up toward a tier 5 Churchill tank. Take care.